Indian Independence Day today, ladies and gentlemen, but we are here to discuss regime change. Well, yes, you might have seen my post already today morning and the short 2 days back where I mentioned that from 13th August this year till 24th of November this year, there is a very high possibility that there could be an attempt to throw out the current central government in India. Regime change operation, ladies and gentlemen. Now, on 10th of August, I also predicted that 11th August to 12th of September is especially very difficult for India because there's a lot of dangers like, violent protests. There could be law and order situation. There could be something like Pahalgam terror attacks, or could be something lower, or could be even higher, or there could be some major disaster, major calamity. And I saw the reports already that 1 or 2 days back there was this cloud burst. So, in if I'm wrong, please correct me. In Jammu and Kashmir somewhere, and many people have lost their lives. So, Om Shanti for all of them. And please understand that especially till 12th of September, it is not recommended that you travel to border states or sensitive areas which has history of ethnic violence or religious violence, any kind of violence. Okay. So therefore, please beware. But today, what I want to discuss is from 13th August, which is already past, till 24th of November, there is a very serious danger to this country. Now, of course, the period till 12th September is exceptionally bad. So during this period, as you have already seen, the Trump tariffs which were announced will most likely be effective, will be applicable to India from 27th of August. This is what they are saying in the news. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments. And also today, Trump and Putin are meeting, and the US has already announced that if the deal does not happen as per the US, the desire of the US, they will put more sanctions on India. So this is like completely bizarre, like blaming India and punishing India for their misdeeds, okay, sins of the West, right? We know why this war started. Anyways, let's not get into Russia-Ukraine conflict. Today is the discussion on India. But you are seeing either it's via US or uh, Pakistan. Also, you can see the news from 11th itself. They're going on threatening India. Their army chief, their so-called prime minister, and there's another. What is the name of that leader? Bilawal Bhutto or somebody like that. So these people are going on threatening India. Well, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen in the sense they may do some mischief, but they will they will meet with a unprecedented response from India. Okay, but please understand that till 24th of November, you may suddenly keep seeing a lot of protests are happening. So especially after 11th, you might have seen the news. Suddenly, this dog lovers, they have started protesting. Okay. So in that context, also you can see there are protests. Now they are trying to divide the country, and there's a lot of other things going on in the country. So let me read out what I have written from the post today. So number one, there could be regime change attempt, which means not through democratic means, but something similar to what happened in Bangladesh. Okay. But there could be protests, there could be pressure, and there could be engineered chaos. Okay. Now, of course, there was one of my loved subscribers. He had messaged me and said that it seems you are giving predictions by seeing newspaper headlines, that this period is bad for India. Well, if you believe that I have seen newspaper headlines, the recent headlines, and just put out some random dates, then you are misinformed. Because on 29th April, after the Pahalgam terror attacks, I made a video where I also had mentioned this period from 11th August to 12th of September. This is very bad for India. So if you wish to believe that I have seen newspaper headlines, that time there was no newspaper headline. All right. But why I'm responding? Because the person is really a very genuine subscriber, and the person is not a random hater. So I don't reply to random haters and trolls. But yeah, somebody who is very genuine, sincerely wants to know what I have done, why I have done, for them I reply. So in case you want to know what I predicted before, you will find the link of the video down in the description section below. So now you may see protests might increase, and there could be rise in hatred and tensions. There could be propaganda from all sides. There could be propaganda within India and outside of India. How bad India is. So sensitive regions may see ethnic or communal unrest, violence, and division. And anti-India protest propaganda might surge. Like recently, there was some news where they said all Indian doctors are garbage. Like they are scamsters or something in the West, in the US especially. So you will see a sharp rise in fake news, digital misinformation, and global narratives that are aimed to defame India and erode trust. Okay, so they will make all these things, like, oh, Indian economy is not doing good, blah blah blah. All this nonsense they will keep doing. Then there will be an attack on India's global image, possible. So international campaigns may attempt to portray India as unstable and as an oppressive country. Look who's talking. Aimed at weakening alliances and public confidence. So there may be efforts to downgrade the efforts of India. Okay. But at the end, you need to understand, even if there is an attempt, even if there is an attempt, they will not succeed. So, despite the intensity, this operation, if conducted, will ultimately fail. So, India's spiritual resilience, karmic strength, and awakened citizens will stay strong. Okay. So, therefore, if you see anything bad happening around you, like, if you see anybody is doing anything suspicious, or anybody is, forwarding you some random message from WhatsApp groups which have been forwarded to thousands and lakhs of people, then this is very dangerous. Please alert the nearby police station around you. Okay, very, very, very dangerous. So, wish you a very, very, very happy Independence Day. But today, as an Indian, it was my duty to warn you about some issues which could come up. So my only request to you from this video is, if you see anything of that sort, where there is, something political going on, or something religious, something related to ethnicity, or any news outside of India, so please verify. If you are there in X, formerly known as Twitter, or if you are there in LinkedIn, you should counter. You can't say, okay, social media influencers have to do it, government or authorities have to do it, because everything cannot be done by the government, center or state government, doesn't matter. But please understand that it is our own responsibility to it is it is it is our supreme responsibility, prime responsibility, to counter misinformation. So anytime you see that some news has come which looks to be fishy, so go to the source, verify it, and only after that you should be doing you should actually share it if you think it's really legit. Okay, but at the end, please understand, these operations may not happen directly also. Okay, which means you may not see something directly like what happened in Bangladesh, but I can assure you it's going on in the background. Okay, so now whether they are able to successfully do it at a large level and then fail, or whether they will be able to not even do it at a larger scale and fail in the background itself, well, that time will tell. But my predictions, even if they do it at a larger scale, they will not be able to do regime change in India. That's not possible. Okay, so that's the good news. And especially after 28th of November this year, 20th November onwards, things are much better. Okay, so after 20th November, you will see things will start improving. Okay, but yeah, till 24th November, yeah, things are not very good. So as a citizen, be aware. As what is that, crime patrol? Or what is that they say in Savdhan India? India, what is that? Savdhan rahe, satark rahe, something like that. Okay, very important. Okay, so be aware and make sure you do what is required. Okay, and don't forget to counter misinformation. Very, very, very important. and don't give in to anything. So if you see anything, please double check, triple check, and only then you trust. Okay, because there could be messages which are forwarded in large WhatsApp groups, and there could be, yeah, there could be a situation where communal tensions or any other kind of violence could be incited. Okay, so please, I'm repeating it for maybe the fifth time, report any kind of misadventure that you see. All right, and please do not travel to border states. Please be very careful, because life is precious. Okay, I've been warning this since long time about this bad period. So I hope nothing bad happens, or material world, something or the other will always happen. We can't stop it, but I pray to God that nothing very bad happens. Okay, at least no life is lost, even if there are calamities, which will come, of course, as this is a bad period. And we already saw what has happened in Jammu and Kashmir. Cloudburst has happened. The Prime Minister has also tweeted, I guess. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember seeing his tweet. So therefore, protect yourself, protect your family, friends, and please encourage others not to travel to border states. The problem with India is there are too many border states. Okay, so half the India is, maybe more than half, like 60-70% of India is like border state. Okay, I mean, so many states. Okay, at least 50%. So the land area wise, maybe. So therefore, I understand it's not possible to not go. Many of you are from Punjab, Gujarat, Rajasthan, all these places. But if you, even if you go for a short period, come back and take precautions. Okay, so the world will not stop just because the period is bad, or just because I requested everyone not to move. But you can always take precautions. Okay, so therefore, take all necessary precautions, and have some cash with you when you are traveling. Okay, because you might be in a place where there's no internet, or there is there's no electricity, either ways. So have some dry fruits, have some cash, and have some internet recharge. Andy, all right. So I hope this video helped you to prepare. And yes, if you want a personalized horoscope reading from me, you can always visit my website down in the description section. God is there with you all the time. Just look to him and you'll find him. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget with the thumbs up. And most importantly, please share this video with somebody who is planning to travel to border states, because till 24th November, it's not recommended. Thank you.